Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the biggest game in, I'm going to say rugby league, because I'm a rugby union. Because I'm a rugby union, but I'm trying to get more into rugby league, if you guys know that. And it's for £1 million. And then the winner of this game goes into the sky. I'm just going to call it whatever it is. I'm just going to say Super League. Because I get confused because of the betfred in football. We got the Sky Bet Championship, so I get confused with that. Yeah. Yeah. So who wins this goes up into the same league, if you guys know. Leeds Rhinos, all that. Wigan Warriors, St Helens, all that. Winner goes into that league. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, and stuff like that. So let's check the team out for you guys, because they've already done the team, so I might as well do them. So the team, I'm going to move my body out the way so I can read it without me camera on. So I can read them out for you and try my best. Most of them I'm going to do because they're all English, so try my best. I'm doing actually quite well. So here we go. I'm gonna start from front to back. So it's starting with the guy at the very front and then starting with the back and the bench. Because I'll be able to say most names correct in that order. I'm going from front. I'm going from front to back. So I'm starting with the guy who's at the very front. Because I want to get most of the names that I know first done. So we're going to go number 30. I'm going to say number 38. I think that is correct. 38, Walker. 1 hole. Number 3, Welland. Number 8. Walker. 36, because on here it looks like a 38, but that's just because of stuff like that. Number 8. I think that's number 8, Brown. Number 7. Shit, I'm going to butcher this one. Number 7, Chisholm. Yeah, and then you got number. Okay, yeah, you got number 4, Castle. 5, Gale. Number 19, Field. 11 is, I think it's Ferris. I'm trying to make sure. And then you got number 20, which is Holton. Number 13, Lockwood. Number 14, Jones. And then number 8 is Copsack. Yeah, because I always forget to see. And then number 7's Chisholm. And then on the bench got number 15, Davis. Number 16, Bussy, if I can say that correct. And then number 21 is I'm going to say Pararata. I got it right for once. Well, yeah, and then Ferguson on 24. And actually team for Fev against Toulouse. Having that, Dave. Well, me. And if they do get into the league, I'll end up backing them all the way. If they go up. Because they'll need it. And I hope they do. Hope they've got a good following coming with them. It'd be interesting to know how many tickets they got for this game. Then you know how many would have went. No, because I'm not butchering words. Yeah, if I do Toulouse, it would have to be just doing it there and then, not putting it on, sort of thing. Then Toulouse, I can do it just by saying it. They're just a team, as I just see it. Oh God, that entire team I'm not going to pronunciate anyway. I would butcher literally nearly every single name. If you guys want to know the Toulouse team, I can give this the best try I can ever do. If I butcher any of this with your French, I apologise. Cassie, White, Hansen, Ray Rooks, Breferton, Marion, Ford, Gissock. I'm trying my best. I'm trying the best I can. Hitchcock. Proper British name. Just Asumi. Just Asumic. Suk Asu Cow. And then the one thing I'm not going to pronounce it very well is the main guy up front, which when they played my team, which is Sheffield Eagles, they put this guy, which annihilated us on his own, called Kai Kayaraula. I knew it. And then on the bench is Pulo Garbut. What name? Okay, got married. Nice. Peru. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if for this they're going to be doing the British national anthem. I told you. Are they going to do the British national anthem? Are you going to be absolutely true to your roots? I don't even know where my thing is to turn this up. Where you French bastards? I'm just trying to find when the freaking... Oh, it's there!
Strife and disappointment behind them.
There we go.
Toulouse make history by becoming the second French team in Super League.
Yeah.
Robert Hicks is the referee.
Oh God!
Chris Campbell is the video referee. And we're ready to
No,
go.
but I'm still wanting to know is how many have travelled in good numbers from England to come and watch.
Gets us underway on this day of reckoning.
Yeah, start from minute 1. Game's on the way. Let's go. If you are British, hopefully back on the British team, because you always don't want a British team to lose to a French team because we don't like anything from France.
Expectancy on both sets of fans, both sets.
Oh, I won't. I'm sorry if you're French, but I won't be saying no if Toulouse win because of I don't like anything to do with France anyway. And people know that. So the game is underway, and now I can actually stop the actual poll and see what people have voted. And the vote for the actual thing, if the comes on, I know he's up, people have actually voted 50-50. So that's fair, that is fair enough. 50-50 on. Yeah, there are 4 votes and it went 50-50. They're saying it could be either way, it could go either way. But I got 3 likes, thank you very much. You need to hope Fev do win this. And I'll be keeping Michael. I'm back in featherweight, but I'm not going to be swearing during all this because I don't want to offend any French people. I won't be offending any French people because I cannot stand France. Ugh.
Talented bunch of players into deep water, make them defend, make them be aware of those mistakes and feel the pressure of those mistakes. It's one thing.
They have to go and kick it now. They gotta go for it.
Place like Toulouse.
I ball. Catch. Well done.
That's a good take. Really well done there by Gareth Gale. It was a high teasing kick.
Come on, Fev.
Featherstone so far so good in defence.
It's been a great
Fev
opening 2 minutes, I would
versus
say, the Toulouse side.
0-0, 2 minutes
for the
played.
expectation of the crowd behind them. But when you get your best attackers wanting to be your best
Yeah,
so Jonathan Ford involved with a tackle earlier on, well, you know, the mood and the tone's right in the camp.
Well, here is Chris Wellen, plenty of experience in both sides.
If anything happens, I'll let you guys know. Because you guys won't be able to hear it. But I'll try and talk over it. That's what we do on here. You gotta kick it, not
What a good kick, well taken by Mark Carella.
Take out the French gate. Sorry if anyone's French, but take the French gate out.
Always dangerous with ball in hand.
Well, there's that game plan, isn't it? Complete height, get to the kick, make Toulouse work hard away from their own line. And I think the first 10 minutes, you'd expect both sides to set out and go with those high completions. But once the game starts to open up a little bit,
this is basic. This
in those effort areas.
Yeah.
Do they want to invest in defence, or they just want to
do or
hold
die today? This
defence
is.
until it's the next time to touch the ball?
But the only good thing is, if Toulouse do go up, it means if Toulouse do go up, it means Fev might have a bigger chance of going up next season straight up. It would be a lot easier if you think of it in that form.
Taken once more by Gareth Gale. Clear what the target is for Toulouse tonight. And Gale has come up with the spoils twice. And now a
penalty, well done. Penalty to Fev. 4 minutes played.
You do get the feeling that it's all
a draw score.
Toulouse as far as pressure and possession is concerned. Featherstone and James Weston have been very pleased with this start.
Well, they've got experienced players who've been in games where they've been outplayed in the opening 20 minutes and not capitulated.
So hopefully you guys are enjoying it.
In a big match.
Having a good time.
Opponents will have their period where they're on top, and then it'll be your turn to dominate possession and
trying the best we can.
Featherstone have shown here they can cope. This penalty was a massive relief and a game changer as we see Remy.
It is a massive relief. Just need to stop the onslaught.
Anthony Marion, 8 years at Toulouse. Man who was penalised. Robin Hicks having a quiet word there with Sylvain Houlaz, who's been in charge for 6 years. And it's the combination, really, isn't it? And the dream team, as Toulouse call it. Houlaz, Mark Carella, Jonathan Ford, who've been together and built this
Someone might have done something
to the position they find themselves in today. A decent field position here for Featherstone. Connor Jones it is here in Chisholm. The ball goes
forward. Number 19, number 19.
Second tackle, ball goes to ground.
Number 19.
A miscommunication, Dane Chisholm, who can open a game up. Very skillful player. We'll talk about Jonathan Ford.
Hello.
But don't underestimate
big first 20. Yeah, first 20 minutes. I always agree on that one. First 20 minutes.
Pace, so he's a run threat, he's a pass threat, his kicking game is top notch as well.
5 minutes on the clock.
Come on, Toulouse. Not Toulouse. We want you to. We want you to lose.
We say the backbone of the side.
If you get the pun.
His 128th appearance today. Mark Carella breaking the record for Toulouse as far as appearances go.
Come on.
29 for the fullback, overtaking Sebastian Planas
Here
today.
Yeah.
Here is Marion again. Halfway, nearly through. Ball goes out now to Jasson. Jasson going for the...
Oh, that's not a try.
Get the ball down. Done a fantastic tackle. Jasson, Story scored.
Oh no.
Jasson
Try for the shithouses of France. Shithouses of France to lose.
That balance and evasion he uses to get away from defenders. The only question is,
yes, a team that's only played 12 games. I've only played 12 games.
It's a gallant effort. Is that gallant effort enough?
And the on-the-field decision, they've gone try, but they're just waiting to see if it's going to be given. No, originally it's not given, but
the referee, I think, has awarded it.
I don't think it's going to be given. I don't think it's going to be given. His hands on top. His hands on top. That should not be given.
There's too much distance from the grass. Impossible to tell over this camera angle.
His hands literally on the ball.
That wrestle. It looks like it's down there, and that's the view that Robert Hicks had. He sent it up as a try. Yeah,
it would be typical.
Was special.
It would be typical if he gave. It'd be typical if he gave it, because it sounds like he's not a very good ref.
Let's have a look. Yeah, that's down. That's down for me. On-field decisions a try. I think the pictures suggest.
I don't think it is.
The same.
Chris Campbell is the video referee. And it's given a try.
And he's given it. He has given it.
Hit the front. Fantastic effort there from Chris Welland to stop the try.
Yeah, doesn't want Fev to go up.
Beautiful work. Hitting the edge. You can see that right foot step from Don Peru. A right-hand carry, delivers it on a plate to Chasson. And that's a strong finish. He has to work hard to get that ball down, but gallant effort, as we've already congratulated Chris Wellham. Not enough though.
Wow.
So Mark Carella,
That's good.
10 years at Toulouse.
Oh, it's got the guy who's the only player on that team I can't pronounce it at all. His surname, I cannot pronounce it to even close.
And it's 6 points to 0.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it at all. So I had
Featherstone defending really
there we
well
go.
for the
Oh,
opening stages.
it is 6-0 to the team who can't even play a full season.
And he showed glimpses of
And I'm going to
his
know him as
ability.
that club.
But he looked like a downhill skier there, the way he went from side to side between the Featherstone defenders.
Yeah, but there's a guy being, yep, and there is a guy being an absolute,
bursting to get out onto this
and
field.
the guy's just coming in the chat saying,
Full of
get in
energy,
there,
full
you
of
beauty.
speed. Nice catch there from Carella. Casti cuts the ball forward.
So what team do you support then?
On a day it would be for him.
Do you support a team that's if you're saying that, you must be a Cast fan if you're saying that against Fev. You must be a Cast fan if you're doing that. Because no other fan base would go and say that against his team, because we'll be rooting for him.
You've got to put up that resilient
Only a Cast fan in England would be going against Fev.
Because when it starts to click, then this scoreboard will start to click also.
They've got to get their hands on the ball. I mean, they've been on the back foot, haven't they, really,
But,
from the off. 7 minutes gone. Toulouse in front by 6 points to 0. Here is Harrison Hansen. Interesting talk.
looks like it's going to be a long, long road for them.
With Sylvain Hules this week saying that Harrison Hansen, one of the toughest players that he's ever seen.
Shrewsbury Rams, thank you. I was just wondering who you supported, because why would you say it? Because do they actually have a rivalry with Fev?
Toughest I ever played against. Former
Not
Sunderland
really.
Forward. But Harrison Hansen, wherever
So-
he's been, he's added that steel. And it won't be just what he does on the field, it'll be how he prepares in the week. and
You'd
what
be
he's
happy
prepared
if
to
Fev-
put his body
if
through
Fev were to
get
go-
ready for battle.
Well, Wellham there was looking
If Fev
for
were to go up, because it means at least someone properly has gone up and has played a full season.
Here is Lockwood. James Lockwood has been such a servant down the years, a decade at Post Office Road.
Come on, Fev, just run for it, run for it.
Chisholm and Hardcastle.
It might just have to be that penalties might be the only way of getting them back into this
Last
game.
one, the midway side the Toulouse half, they trail 6-0.
Say no more.
New ground it is, and now Chisholm.
Last tackle, they're running it.
Yep,
Go
Sterling
on.
there with a kick over the top.
Go
There's
on.
only space.
Oh, you
But Carella
absolute
goes wide.
shithouses of
Shows the ball
France.
out. Experience there of the fullback Mark Carella.
Bravery and courage.
Wow.
Featherstone to run on the last tackle.
Ah, he said it's cheaper to travel to Fev than to lose.
More than any other rugby league team in the UK.
It makes no
You've
sense.
seen Featherstone run the ball on the last tackle. Eventually they may kick it, but they are willing to do that, and they're willing.
But what I'll do is like I do every time on this stream, I go like that.
Surprising the opponents.
The way that James Webster, the coach, likes to play it. Well, James Webster was the coach
Always
in the most dramatic
be nice to
£1
say hi to
game
people,
of all
be
time.
polite,
Kicked
and
away
everything like that. It's always nice.
But they suffered that heartbreak, heartache, with the Golden Point defeat. Gareth O'Brien's monster drop goal. He's hoping for better today. Webster.
Come on.
A big difference since he took over at Featherstone. Carella at dummy half. Last one here for Toulouse. Gigo it is. Goes high once again towards that corner. Oh, it's put down by Alex Walker, but it went backwards, and Gareth Gale picks up the pieces, and Featherstone survive.
Good communication between the fullback and the winger. Gareth Gale right behind, ready if that ball was spilled by Alex Walker.
Come on.
Need to try and find some field position. Offload there by.
I mean, that-
Here is Wellham. He's
I mean,
got
that being the
Hall
same,
outside.
I'm not a Fev fan, but we're here to support them giving the back in.
The flag was up on halfway, but that's the way that Featherstone
And
play
people
the
might
game.
take the
That's
mickey
way
for the team
if
that I
they are
support,
gonna
but
unlock the Toulouse defence, that's the way they-
if I said
they've
Sheffield
gotta be
Eagles,
true
you
to their
guys would
tradition.
laugh.
It's a great
You
point
guys-
that Phil makes. You can't go set for set all game and expect to beat a talented side like Toulouse. You've got to throw something at them.
Yep,
They
makes no
find some
sense.
Space,
If you guys want to
Players on the
have a
field
laugh
get the
and
quickest
team has
in
support,
great
I don't
ball.
really care.
They just
These
needed
people always call it Sheffield
2 or
Seagulls,
3
but we are
inches
Sheffield
more and
Eagles,
he
I'm
was
proud.
away.
Magnificent weekend.
Yes, it beat us twice. I think we, yeah, we even finished, yeah.
Finals I think that we've ever seen.
Elwar Policia talked about that, didn't he? Talked about doing it.
Ah, we got a good team. We're going to have a good team next season.
They are very aware of that. Here is
Because
Cassidy.
we're going to have to get someone to replace Warranty because he's retired, so we've got to get a replacement for him eventually.
I think he said that it was stolen there.
Yeah, I don't think
Cassidy
he's,
straight away going for 2.
he's not trying to offload.
Is
that
this guy
ball,
a
he's
hick?
thumping
Is
players
this
off.
guy a gypsy or something? Because his name's Robert Hick. That means he's, it sounds like a gypsy.
No.
Sounds like it. Sounds like.
Connor
Sounds like
Jones
he-
has got his arms all around
Wow.
that ball.
Would you say, Barry, at the moment, Toulouse are just too powerful for Featherstone in the middle of the field? I mean, the runs and charges they make seem to be making easy meters.
It looks that way. Harrison Hansen, Remy Casti, if you cast your mind back to last week, they were very shifty.
Nah.
Shifty, they were looking to spread the ball, run around Batley, not necessarily get into that midfield.
He's fought
battle.
full of
This week,
ex-Dewsbury
it's about
players,
go
our
forward
Seagulls.
And then look to spread it wide after that.
Bugger that. We're a good side. Give us respect.
Against the part-time of Featherstone Rovers, but they have been.
But if you're nice to them, I'll respect you. I respect Dewsbury Rams if you give respect to us.
That one defeat, of course, suffered at home to Toulouse.
But that's what I always say. Respect.
Too far behind. But they're now 8-0 behind.
8-0 down at our Featherstone, and it looks like it could be. So, the more it keeps. Yeah, or what I would say, good night already.
Tend to get the ball again. Featherstone, I imagine here will kick long. Toulouse get another set of possession. Slowly here now at this point in the game, 12 minutes in, when players now are starting to breathe heavier. Now this is the test here.
But we are the only other team that's not played a full season, but that was because we had 2 games called off.
Terry O'Connor and myself remarked last night, the decision to take 2 points, I think it's always sensible just to have them in the bank. 2 points, half a
Come
try,
on.
as we say in rugby league, and just gives you
There's going to be. There's just too much for them, or Toulouse right
get
now.
yourself back in the right mind frame.
Featherstone it is. Good defence again from Featherstone, midway inside the Toulouse.
I
half
bet
of the
you, if
field.
this was at Fev's ground, I bet they might have a better chance.
Marianne. Play the ball. There is Chico. Another good kick downfield.
Oh my God!
Oh, what will the referee say? He will say it's a knock on from Alex Walker. I think he was caught in 2 minds.
No.
Whether to let the ball go out
So base-
or whether to play and try and catch it.
He steps over the red line. Alex Walker as a fullback.
So basically,
I think he's unlucky.
so basically, Fev players are basically giving to
Whenever there's a fumble,
everything
the
basically by their own
referee's always
mistakes.
gonna go on the side of a knock-on.
He shouldn't do, should he? If the ball goes backwards. I think it went backwards and then the ball bounces forwards. But hey,
I think the
Toulouse
decision
got
to
to
have a
look.
go at it was a mistake. I understand what Stuart's saying.
And
He knew
people were
what
saying
had
that
in
my
his
team,
mind
Sheffield
that
Eagles,
could have
bowled
been a
it
forward
against
play.
Fev.
But
These
he's
are
at the
bowling
back
against
and he's
even
got
harder
to be
opposition.
laser-like
So
focus on where
I've
those
lined
feet
up
are
your
of Tony's ego.
pieces.
Well, dangerous moments here for Featherstone now as Hansen has stopped right in front of the post.
Don't aim at the post, or it's a try.
They come to lose again with 4.
Yeah, this is going to be a try.
Offload.
Is it?
Carella now finds Latrell Shumkel. Good ball inside again. And bye it is. All the pressure.
2
coming
more,
from
2
Toulouse
more.
Olympique.
Hang on for 2 more.
Lloyd White at dummy half. Casti again. Involved in everything, Remy Casti, in the last ever game that he will play. They go to the right-hand side, long pass out, it was nearly intercepted.
Oh,
by the
nearly.
ball. Kicks the ball out in frustration, but the pressure now is
Wow,
really
very
building.
ginger beard.
He snakes that arm out, doesn't he? Tony Gigo with a really fast. It's not a spin pass, it's a bullet pass, so it's getting from A to B very quickly.
That's the sort of thing though Featherstone needing now to turn the
You
game.
need to
Remember
stop
in
giving
mind, 2
knock-ons.
years ago, Dane Chisholm scored an interception try against Toulouse when Featherstone pulled off the shock victory there. And that interception is perhaps something that
It's just
we're
knock-on
excited
after
to
knock-on.
worry a little about.
Yeah, that was in the playoff semi-finals.
Come on.
Featherstone going to Toronto and losing in the £1 million game
Come on.
there. Jonathan Ford. Another penalty. May well have been a high shot there by Brett Ferris, and Ferris never shy.
No, he
when it
doesn't
comes
take
to
no
getting
prisoners.
involved.
No, he doesn't take no prisoner. Brett Ferris.
Have that, you French kid.
He's one of those experienced players who needs to set the pattern, set the standard. On this occasion, what he's doing
Have that, you French kid.
is maybe just a consequence of the uncertainty of what's going to happen, the landscape in front of him chasing the threat that Jonathan Ford poses.
That's all it is. Stay calm and leave it with me. Jonathan!
An agile ball player will just unsettle a back rower.
Having a word with the Toulouse captain.
And I may be wrong, but one or two of your players appear to me to want to...
It might be great in Tyson Fury.
And we have that. I penalise Marion and he puts someone's hand on his face. Deal with your own players, mate, and then I can get on with playing the game. Because today...
White.
Exactly.
Well, there you go. Good referee.
And good captaincy as well, hasn't he? He's agreed with the referee. He's placated him. Rather than doesn't want to run up the wrong way. He's got the penalty. His team have got control.
I will say this, he doesn't
Game over. Game over.
Well, they got two of the most experienced referees out there for that reason, haven't they?
Yeah.
In Robert Hicks taking charge and Chris Campbell on the video. Carella then to make it 10-0 with 16 minutes on the clock.
There you go, 10-0.
2 points for Toulouse, another 2 points maybe towards Super League in 2022.
It's way too early to be thinking about.
Do you mean the shithouse team that's basically played less of not for the whole season and still managed to get in the league by cheating?
Set by set, minute by minute. On that occasion, they come away with 2 extra points. And again, just press the reset button, go back to the start.
Not a bad kick, but
That kick too long.
Yeah, it looked like it's gone out off the floor. Featherstone were claiming it bounced inside. But it looks like a penalty.
Yeah, but the
on
referee
halfway
doesn't like him.
for Toulouse Olympique.
They need their fair share of possession, Featherstone, don't they?
yeah, because the referee doesn't like him, that's why.
If they are to have a chance,
I don't make...
Ian Hardman there on the right,
Which way?
and a stalwart of this Featherstone club.
Yes.
He'll have been a valuable member in it, and a good voice. There's James Webster.
Well, they do find touch.
Because having too many knock-ons, that
No favours with penalties given away and a couple of handling errors, then another penalty given away. We haven't seen Featherstone with ball in hand inside the Toronto 20 yet in this game. And
I bet right now Rushie's pulling his hair out.
Toulouse rather, and they're attacking now with Casting.
Be thinking, why would you do that? Make stupid mistakes that could cost your team a place in the top league.
Featherstone just 20. It's a massive difference in a game like Rugby League.
And you're right, and the places where they've been played almost 5 minutes, the home side have spent in their opponent's half, with ball in hand, piling pressure.
They might have to bring someone off the bench just to get them going.
Ford and Toulouse are threatening once more. Can't afford to concede again.
I think if they do score again, I think it's going to be game over.
There was Hugo with a kick over the top for Shumko. Can he get the ball down?
That's game over.
I think he has.
What?
Shumko.
Wow.
He's got another try. Has he for
Yep.
Toulouse Olympique?
It's definitely game over now.
Send it upstairs, I think, for Chris Campbell to adjudicate on. But that could be 2 tries. And
Try
another
for
4
Toulouse.
points For Toulouse.
Well, bravery takes many different forms in a sport like rugby league, but to kick early in the tackle count and then kicking this sort of nature here.
Looks like there'll be a try for Toulouse here, folks, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Tony Guijo puts it in the corner, the bounce is favourable, and Latrell Shumko waits, it bounces up, keeps his eye on the ball, and we believe grounds it here to score their second try. Or is there a fumble?
Fumble!
Your eyes are better than mine, Barry.
He's got it. He's got it all the way till. Is it? It's not Craig Hall, is it? It's Gareth Gale.
Fumble.
He's got it all the way.
It's
until
fumbled.
Gareth Gale maybe taps his right elbow.
I still think his hands are in control, particularly his left hand
Nah.
at the very least here to ground the ball.
Nah, this would be a joke.
On it.
Downward pressure. Chris Kendall is the man who will make the decision. And here it comes. It is the try.
The team that can play half a season are going to get into the league by cheating.
In the French Elite Championship was top scorer in that competition, and much to muse about now for James Webster. 14-0. We haven't yet played a quarter of this £1 million game.
Well, too many people in the league think you need to wait until the last tackle before you can kick the ball. Well, here they've just shown the advantage of kicking even earlier. The defenders aren't prepared, they're not expecting it, and there's space to be exploited. Which is exactly what Shunkel and Co do here. Savannah Nunes could not have...
Wow, there's a shit house of a manager.
14-0 up inside less than 20 minutes, and Mark Corella
Go on, miss.
to make it 2 more. Oh, that touch just doesn't help, has he? Running past him there to break the concentration.
Corella off the touchline.
Oh, fucking shit out front git.
20 minutes gone. Your opponents haven't seriously...
Avenge of it.
Very pleased with the start.
If that doesn't spark Fev to hurry up, that might be a wake-up
He
call.
understands that Gareth Gale will be tighter, trying to compress that defensive line, and they exploit that space. And the kick is good, the try is good.
Come on.
14-0.
Hit the front gate! Avai, you bunch of idiots!
With the tackle, along with Craig Kopchak. They've just got to somehow try
Come
and
on,
get
try
their
and
hands
just...
on the ball. I mean, we talked about their...
Ouch!
What chance that was again.
Something Danny Ward said, our studio guest,
Oh,
was
come
like
on.
taking time and space away from Toulouse. Don't stand back and watch what they're going to do and try and set
They need to bring someone on.
Shoot it down at source.
Corella to Castney. Robbie Castney.
Because they're being
Fair to say
pushed
he was
forward, further and
bitterly
further
disappointed that
back or forward, whatever it is.
didn't keep him on for another year. But he has a chance to go
Oh,
out
man.
by helping Toulouse into Super League.
Come on. Don't let it kick it too far.
There's the
You got to catch
kick
it.
again from Eagle and Alex Walker.
Well
takes
done.
it Really well. Walker, you may remember, under Danny Ward. he was
Wow,
man
this
of
guy's
the
made
match
a lot
in
of
the
sense that
Million
it's going to
Pound
be over
game
before
when they
half
won
time.
in Toronto. If I'm not mistaken, he actually broke his
Yes,
hand.
I was just about to say that. Yeah,
It
very
could
brave performance by him.
it could be over before half time. If I would say they would score another try.
Previous one to the last one he dropped, and then he didn't look so certain under that last one.
If Toulouse
A little mental
if
note
Toulouse
to
get another try,
take
or
place.
if they get at least
Keep
points on the board, it might give them
thinking,
confidence.
Let's put it high and put him under some pressure.
That's all at least they need is some points on the board for half time. Then you can start believing.
Well, they've made a change. They brought Jack Bussey onto the field. Jack Bussey's a
Ooh,
player
they have brought someone
that
on.
can run, he can pass, he can offload. Almost got a half-back's thinking brain, Jack Bussey.
And it's
He's
the
got a
one
body
player
of a
that you didn't
forward.
even mention for them to bring on.
There he is. There you go. He can break
Oh,
the game,
yep,
but
yep, he knocked
things
it
are
on
gonna
again.
go for them.
Well done,
They've got to all
well
be
done.
Singing the same
And everyone
song.
now going to go Featherstone Rovers, the team of knock-ons.
Is it Lloyd White down injured?
Yeah.
Looks like it, yeah. He might have got an accidental boot to the head there.
We might see Elwar Pelissier on a little bit earlier than...
Oh, it's
normal.
White.
He normally comes on when they
Is
get
it a white
to
piece of
start
poo?
to open up a little bit. There's Jack Bussey. It's a beautiful offload.
Oh.
It just doesn't stick for Craig Kopchak. Hits him on the
Ouch.
shoulder. But
Ouch.
he is a player that can open the game up.
And they brought, and Feather brought someone on, so hopefully that can change things.
Played in a £1 million game.
Second stint with Featherstone.
Yep.
Jack Bussey. Good footballer.
Hopefully Bossy can come on and do something.
Is White going to leave the field here now? That does seem like a head injury. He's been down, the game stopped.
Why you bring, like you say, like the Ferguson or bring on or Parrot or whatever that guy didn't even bring him on, and they might have experience.
Halfway, leading 14-0. Having total control of this £1 million game.
So from watching NRL compared to this, they're a lot more hitting in there than they do in this one.
But they
I
need
think
a
more
game
hits in that
changer
league than I have in
somehow
this.
to get themselves into this game. 14-0, they're not out of it, but you feel
Because literally everyone in the NRL is built like a brick
here.
wall.
It's a long, long road back for Featherstone Rovers.
That's gonna be a penalty.
By Chisholm and Ferris. Play on, says the referee.
For a minute there, I thought it was gonna be a penalty there. He had him around the throat.
Penalty given away in a crucial position.
Yeah, but that's just stupidity.
Just looking back, 337 games for Catalan. What a trooper, 13 years in Perpignan. 1 year in Toulouse, but it might be enough to help them into Super League. Lloyd White's still on the field, but I'm sure it won't be long before we see Pelissier.
Come on.
Another penalty given away, offside in front of the post.
This referee doesn't really like Fev.
Set restart, penalty error.
The penalty was trying to slow the ruck down. And if you're not slowing the ruck down, you can't get back on side. And you're not onside.
If I was them, I'll go for the try line.
Second penalty that's given away, Robert Hicks. We can hear him. He's trying to work with these Featherstone players. The pace of the game. How ferocious the ball is being carried by the Toulouse players. They're winning the ruck, they're winning the ground, playing it quicker, and consequently Featherstone are so disorganised in defence.
And they've been literally appalling.
They've got to talk confident amongst themselves. I mean, at the moment.
And I thought Sheffield Eagles were bad.
That generally tends to.
I've never seen anyone be in that one half, not been in someone's half for this long.
Continue to defend well until it's their turn to get some more possession.
Mark Corella. Record point scorer.
Yeah, that's bad. If I was in right now, I would have a roll at the players at half time because they need it. Oh, I remember that. I remember Rushy telling us that they tried to sign him, but it didn't work.
With Toulouse, what a 20 minutes it's been from Casting.
Well, you made a point, didn't he? He was disappointed to leave Catalan. Sometimes players with a point to prove.
I didn't know that the Featherstone tried to sign their kicker.
The kickoff is legitimate, no mistakes, but Featherstone have just made
But they couldn't get him, so Toulouse got him instead.
With every error,
Have that, you French git.
push further and further back.
And Mitch
I'm
Gard,
just-
number 18 for Toulouse.
I'm just calling anyone who
Brutal to the field.
I'm calling them French because they play for a French team. So I'm calling French git is Toulouse. So when they plays down, they call the French git in my eyes.
Well, of course, during his time as a Leeds Rhino, he's pretty much won everything there is to win.
Because a team cannot go up after not playing a full season, which I think is a bit wrong and
There's a
disgraceful.
low tackle here by John Davis, and it ends up pending the big man back. You watch him come in.
And what are
The
the
number
rules?
Ford.
You
What?
can't hit
That's
below the knee. I think
proper
he
British
hits
name,
above
that
it,
is.
doesn't
I think he hits above it, but then the body weight ends up at the top, above the knee, but then because of the angle of the player, it goes against the angle and will have stretched the ligaments in that knee. It looks like he's okay.
Come on, Fev, you can try and get the ball and try and do something.
What a career move it turned out to be for Joe Brotherton. Wigan and Hart.
Until they get to number 5. Until they get to number 5.
Super League with Toulouse Olympique. Reckon 500 or 600 Featherstone fans have made the trip to Toulouse.
Also, 500 have travelled from Fev today.
What a momentous performance.
That's still
this has been
not
so
bad
far
having
from
500.
Going out on a high, the moment it looked like he is.
Well, those are the best 5 tackles they've made, Stuart, probably in the game. They contain the Toulouse side.
But that's what's going to ruin them, that the kicks are going too far back.
Turning them with interest is what Featherstone
You're
need
going to have to...
more.
The best thing to do is kick it back.
27 tries on one wing. Craig Hall 26 tries on the other. They score
Oh,
points.
he turned him
They haven't
inside out. He
been
cream
anywhere
cracking
near-
him.
No, they still haven't had the ball inside the Toulouse 20, and they played 25
They
minutes.
haven't been at the right end of the field, and when it's come time to defend, they've been under pressure pretty much 25 minutes. I know they restricted meters, and I know it didn't look pretty, and there was a lot of arm grabbing there from Featherstone, but their effort levels have upped.
The ref levels have not. The refs are corrupt in this league, and they only want Toulouse to go up.
There is
They don't want
Chisholm
anyone else to
and
go
Wellham.
up.
They've got Hall outside him.
Yeah, no wonder. Wow.
Wellham.
No. Oh, 49 metres. Here we go. Here we go. They're going to catch that. Yep.
Well taken.
Well challenged.
Jai Hitchcock,
By
isn't it?
Hitchcock, his best mate. Chisholm and Hitchcock went to high school together in Australia.
Do you mean, oh, you're not talking about White, the guy who did a cheeky little laugh and then got his lights knocked out?
Jai Hitchcock's played in the Grand
Ah!
Final 2017.
So basically, he's a cheek. Yeah, that's what you would say. He's one guy who likes mouthing off too much and it gets the best of him.
The year award by Craig Hall.
I would do fine against him because I like mouthing off sometimes, but it can get you your eyes knocked out if you do that.
Battling in the semi-finals, Mitch Garber.
Come on,
18 months
you guys can do better than this.
Over 570 days, with them 2 in a week. 2 arguably the biggest games in their history.
Oh.
Yeah, another knock on.
It was knocked on as well by Vai.
Not only has Alex Walker been worried by those high kicks, Gareth Gale let the previous one bounce. Smart players who think on a different level.
Why are they doing knock-ons? This is getting ridiculous.
You can see all the time it's in the air. He's not confident.
This is getting the farce.
Down the other end of the field, he deals with it perfectly and returns with interest, and Gale makes the mistake.
Need to stop with these blooming knock-ons.
Critical moments in this match now. Another Toulouse try here, and it's a long way back.
Yeah,
get the ball
I just feel another try's coming.
Coming
I just
from
know.
Bretherton. White looking to play the ball quickly. On his own, Lloyd White. Stopped right on that line. Good tackle by Walker.
And a good clear call from the referee. He's in the right place. He was always going to have a crack at that. Lloyd White. Good challenge from Joe Bretherton on the defensive line.
Yeah. And it was by Jones and Walker because both of them hold him up.
There we are. Chigo, Ford, they go across that line. The dangerous Mark Carella. Carella looking for a way through.
Don't forget, you see that in football. You see that in football as well, when teams will sometimes take them to go like 1-0 down or 2-0 down, and then they'll keep going. It happens in any sport.
They cannot afford to concede any more points. And build their way back now into this game. The referee thought
Who did he used to play for?
Lockwood. 35 years of age. Loyal trooper for
Oh, hello.
Rovers.
Hello, Sebastian. Hello, hope you're well. I'm doing well, thank you very
This
much.
will help us out. Like a penalty coming in Featherston's favour.
Nice and polite, that
The
is.
first time I think they'll start to set inside their opponent's half in what we're almost half an hour into the game. Toulouse have had 8 times as much possession in their opponent's half of the field, and Jack Bussett with a headshot and a penalty kick to touch from Dane Chisholm here gives them a chance, but they've got to find some energy and excitement here. Ball movement, I think, is key to them.
Just go to show what
But that is true.
Play the balls.
Come on, Fev.
Toulouse 30.
I have faith.
Featherston just 4. Jack Bussey clearly has charged Featherston up a lot.
No, what?
First attack.
I'm a stupid person. I would actually go for a try because that's what you want. You want more points than you can get. The highest points you can get to get you back in it.
Couple of yards
And a
away
try
from
would be right back in it.
16-0 down. You really
Yeah, because that's what they need.
have to score next. Offside.
Come on.
Has to be. And it was Jonathan Ford way offside. So a bit of pressure. Big built here by Featherston.
Ah, okay. I'm just checking who this guy used to play for. That you're on about. He used to play for Witness Vikings. They bought him from Witness Vikings, did White.
But they need lots of players moving around the ball here, moving at full speed.
So he went from a shit team to a good team.
There is Bussey again.
Come on.
Really good, impressive years with the Wolfpack. Lockwood.
Come on, keep.
When he kept holding the ball, go down.
That's good. He goes, oh wow, seems like the Super League will have 2 French teams next season. Featherston really struggling here. There they are, but they're getting their mojo. They're starting to get their mojo together.
Bretherton it is.
Hello Boulder and Shield. Hello from Cape Town, South Africa.
Chisholm again. That's a little kick
Go on.
through, the cross comes
Go on.
around.
Oh,
He
you.
will shadow the ball behind the post. I'm not sure that was the right
It's,
option.
I had a word I wanted to say, but I thought if I said it, it might not be the right.
Come to nothing.
That's Dane Chisholm for you, isn't it? Though
What?
he thinks differently than most players on a rugby league field. He thinks he spots an opportunity.
It's the only one in this position that they can put in that position.
It just wasn't enough thought. There's a different
Yeah, 'cause that's the guy you want on.
in a big final. You're not just dealing with the match fatigue. You're not just dealing with being tired because you're making tackles and carrying balls.
This is the reason why I wouldn't play rugby, because of stuff like that. Because I'm not. Oh,
Did a good job of shielding
nearly.
John Davis away.
Was Brett Ferris receiving a bit of treatment for a cut on the forehead?
He was fuming, you know, when he didn't get that pass.
There we
He
go.
strolled through the hole.
So we're getting watches.
Jack Bussey
We
in
got
the
you.
foreground, but just in the background there.
Hello from South Africa. Hope you're enjoying
Lot of
this.
responsibility on his shoulders. Very experienced. And
I still can't believe it took 25 to 26 minutes for them to get going.
You have to leave the field if you were bleeding. Called it the blood bin, didn't you, in the old days? I don't know why we've stopped the game
Oh,
here now.
are they now going to go and get the Terry Butcher thing going with the straps? But not with blood streaming down his face still. If you guys have not seen that image or know what I'm on about, go and look that up. Very famous sporting image. That is. If you know what I'm on about. There's a famous image in sport with England player Terry Butcher, where he had a bandage around his head and he was still bleeding, and he still played on. And it's a very, very famous image.
16-0, 10 minutes to go to half time.
And he literally all of his bandage is completely red.
Thunderous charges, big in defence, and he's got an off.
And we've even got someone from South Africa for that. So welcome. It might be quite late your end, but nice to know we got viewers all over the world.
Into the last 10 minutes, the first half.
I can't stand White for Toulouse. He's a prick. Because he played for Witness Vikings, who are also shite. Oh, and he also used to play for Crusaders. Wow, that's a weird name for a rugby team.
They go the short side, Corella with a little kick through.
Go on, well done.
Walker does well there, Alex Walker.
Yeah, it sounds exciting knowing Toulouse Olympica might qualify. How did it sound? I want to say, listen, how does that sound exciting when the team's not play a full season?
Anyway, Featherstone won't be
You're
complaining.
supposed to play 20 games and they played 12.
Because they saw the mismatch and they were short of numbers. Alex Walker was desperately trying to get another defender over to that side.
One try to get the momentum going before half time if possible. That's actually quite. That's what Sebastian said. So basically, if they get one back, you never know the momentum could swing.
This could all change.
Yeah.
Everyone's perception of this game.
Jeez.
At a half-time break.
Blooming hell, that's.
They need to keep that belief. They've got enough experienced players here.
Blooming hell, that Ferguson looks like a big old unit.
The moment of magic.
No, if I look at it, yeah. Because I'm looking at everybody else. He looks like everyone else. Yeah. It looks like everyone else doesn't. Yeah. I think everyone else doesn't look like they go to the gym as much, but it looks like Ferguson goes to the gym that much that he's literally like the Incredible Hulk. Looks like a. Go on! And there's the Fev fans in the corner over there. They're actually not a bad support, I would say.
They're close to that try line. Connor Jones. Chisholm it is.
That's still not bad, because that will still give the lift of the players, just knowing that there's a small contingent have come. That's it! That's it! Go on! Catch! Oh, for God's sake, you bunch of nanas! Not good enough. But what doesn't help that their try line is that small, which I think is a bit dodgy.
At the back end of that set, they can spend some time down.
I don't know why their try line is that small.
Here in defence, they can enjoy some possession.
All going to plan so far for Sylvain Huez and
Yep.
Toulouse Olympique.
I I don't even know how Toulouse managed to get into this league in the first place.
The first try, Matteo Gisot.
Did they buy their way into this league in the first place?
Yeah, smart move, really smart move. You feel by Toulouse to bring in the
Come on.
Catalan trio, the experience of Gigot and Casti and Pelissier, just to make sure that give them, I don't know, that crucial experience for a charge.
Come on, Fev, if you can get a try before half time, or at least get a 2 points, at least anything.
That go out, but Toulouse will be pleased with that. Decent set. It'll end up with Featherstone having the ball back 10 yards away from them.
Boys.
No, speaking to Jai Hitchcock's last week before the Batley game.
If you guys like the stream, don't forget to like, subscribe if you are new.
That was in front of them. And I asked him, I said, who's the biggest talker in the chamber? He said,
Yeah.
Never stops.
Come on.
He goes around all the different units.
Get the ball to Ferguson and let him run through him like a brick.
He's a big voice, a big presence.
Yeah, and he'll run through like a brick. Because I just like players who yeah. Yeah, because in rugby, I'm fans of rugby players that are from Tonga, Samoa, and that region, because they're built like bricks.
Terrific player.
You know, at the start of the game, Stuart, Featherstone's plan seemed to be to go wide, didn't they?
Oh, he's made a mess. That number 15, he's made a mess.
Now, as they've started to tire, this typically happens.
He made a mess at number 15. They did play 12 games because of the. They said they did play 12 games because of the pandemic. Because I know the rugby union team didn't have that problem. I was assuming that the Toulouse region is struck hard by the virus. Yeah.
Two in the tackle.
Wow. Surprised you're not going to say hi when you're out and about.
Points on the board in this first half with £1 million game. The moment in Toulouse Olympique, who are closing in.
Travelling restrictions, maybe. Nah. Yeah, but Sebastian, you got to think. Fev were able to travel to England to play games, but not a lot of teams were able to travel to Toulouse to play games. Which made it even more dodgy than it looks. Go on, Fev. Go on. Push you out. Don't mess up now. Or if you're good enough, just go and get the 1 point. Just get a 1 pointer. Just get something on the board.
This is a big play for Featherstone. They've been setting up for this.
See? Go on! Ah! Oh, you frog!
Brilliant defence once again from Toulouse. Featherstone denied once more. They come back into this game in the last 10 minutes or so.
If you want to know what that image, if you want to know the image that I told you about Terry Butcher, he's having exactly the same. Blood still streaming down, and then the bandage goes completely red. That event, if there's too much blood, it will go completely red.
It takes more energy to defend.
It shows that he doesn't want to come off. But it'll be told to go off or something soon if it gets too much.
Defended. It just drains your energy, drains your tank.
I'll have to see if I can find that image. He must be Go on, get some points on the board.
It's been very taxing for the Featherstone players. They'll look forward to that sit down at half time. Bit of communication. Dane Chisholm. He's not afraid to go off script, Dane Chisholm. But what he set up for the Toulouse had the answer, they defended it and got the ball back.
Featherstone going to have to go off script to get back into this game.
It's a good question, because I don't think they've delivered to any length of time what they set out to do. We saw in the early stages of the game, they were trying to shift the ball, trying to move and find spaces out wide. And very quickly, Toulouse got possession, they scored tries, broke the line a number of times, and then they were in scramble mode from that point on. So they may well go back to plan A, Stuart.
Yeah, spot on, without a shadow of a doubt. But you get the feeling as every minute goes by, they're going to have to gamble, aren't they? 2 minutes to half time, trailing 16-0.
Oh, come on, boys.
to go through.
Let's get something going.
In Super League Toulouse.
It is an interesting question because some coaches said plan B is just do plan A better.
So, honestly, I want the team to qualify that they can perform better than League because they were appalling. But it's Toulouse. I don't care really.
Taking no chances, just throws the ball away. Alex Walker.
It makes no sense. That makes no sense.
About 80, 90 seconds to go in this first half. Still chance for one more set for Toulouse.
Good game management from Toulouse. Put it behind the fullback. The committed chase.
There's still a lot of time left in the game, so if one try happens for Fev, then they're right back in it.
One more set or one more point, Stuart, here. I think they've got a perfect situation. They're going to have time to get into the middle of the field. And I do think it can be
Or
demoralising
Fev
here
could do
if
a clever thing and go and kick it out of touch.
A little more difficult.
Could you then? Would you like a team from South Africa to be in this competition? Now I can talk about that. That is happening in rugby union with regard to South African teams. The team known as the Pro 14 is now having South African teams in travelling to Wales, Ireland, and Scotland. So I don't know if any team. I would say if any South African team went and joined the Super League, Betfred Championship or League One.
Corella. Was it a knock on?
Yeah, because what I've said to him is in rugby union they're doing it in the Pro 14, as in the league that features Edinburgh, Leinster, Munster. They've got South African teams in that league now, so they travel to South Africa. But yeah, and they call it the United Championship or something. They renamed the league and everything. The Fev manager needs to go and give him a rollicking.
Thanks very much, Stuart, Barry. And
not been good enough.
16-0 lead for Toulouse in a half in which they seem to have parked the panache. They have got that lead and got the ascendancy in this £1 million game in a most un-Toulouse-like way.
Yeah, they must have been listening to our chat before the game. Well, there's a bit of a team talk from there. They haven't been controlled. They've looked like a Super League side.
Half time.
They're more powerful. They've made more meters. The line speed's been good.
So
defensively, they look
yeah,
like Super League
that's
side
right.
that
Sharks, Stormers,
could
Bulls,
be,
and Lions join the United Rugby Championship.
And they've taken the chances. Still, nice kicking game.
The reason I know that is because my dad's actual team is actually in that league called Edinburgh. That's my dad's rugby team that he follows. So
Toulouse Olympique, they lead in this £1 million game against Featherstone. 16.
So that's the only reason I follow that league.
We're going to take a break now. After that, we'll get more thoughts from Danny Ward and John Wells as Sylvain Houlais has masterminded
not bad. Got to wait.
16-0 advantage over James Webster's Featherstone Rovers.
Take that off because it's break. We don't want any copyrighted stuff. I'll be back in a few minutes. Won't be long. now, back, guys. I am back. I am back. Don't you worry. Hold your horses and also hold your breath. If you guys don't know where that's from. I'm a Warrington fan, but I'll take whatever of these two teams, and their spotters are pretty dominant so far. Yeah, that's Sebastian's a Warrington fan. He's a Warrington fan. Yeah. Because even though I said that I follow the rugby union championship, that's only because of my dad's team's in there, and that's the only reason I follow it. Which is Edinburgh. Not one of the best teams in the world, but because they hardly went out.
Provide an insight into their mission to educate the next generation on the importance of the
So
issue
there
ahead
is
of
still
the game.
there is still
5
hope
next Friday on Sky's
that
Williams Arena as part
Fev
of
could get back in. It all just depends. Whoever gets the first try in the game, whoever gets the next try, I think that will be it. If Fev get it, it's game on. If Toulouse get it, it's game over. I wouldn't even do that because I've got nothing to wind. Not bad, I'm a Leeds Rhinos fan, but he might. Oh, how are you feeling about the mighty Rhinos taking weight off something? He might say that might be good because it means you could get money and could use that to get a better player.
Very disciplined, a very controlled performance. That has taken you somewhat by surprise.
I
A little bit is not what we've come to expect.
we went blue and yellow all week as well.
For the try just over the top, which is a fantastic.
Because you actually do play in the same colours, so it makes sense.
Create the first try. They've still got that in there. They've still got the bit of flair and a bit of playing in, but they've been controlled. They've just known when to do it.
Wow, even the ex-manager of Toronto Wolfpack said that Fev have got something in there, but they're just being controlled.
Beautiful, wasn't it? And not enough seen by the video referee to turn that over. Valiant effort in defence by Chris Wellham, and then the
so now I've got
Chris Wellham involved in defence.
no, the ex-manager of Toronto Wolfpack said that Fev are doing not too bad, but they're saying that they're just being controlled.
Lucky to stay on the field.
Yeah, it was direct contact with the head, and then even after the penalty from Corella, Featherstone go and compound things by kicking the ball out on the full, as New Brown was the culprit.
And here we go. This guy I give a lot of respect watching this South Africa. The new league season will be starting soon in South Africa soon. If it is and they show it in this, I'll give it a watch. If they show it on Sky, South African.
3 Mark Corella penalties. When they came, they didn't.
No, but I'll give anything a try. If there's nothing else on, and I just want to watch something, I'll give it a go. That's what I'm saying. Cause I like it's like for me with football. I go watch leagues from around the world that even my mum and dad have never heard of. I go watch the Turkish league if there's nothing else on, and there's a game playing, and I've got nothing else to do. I'll watch something. And you put, can I honestly congratulate? Wow, well done. That is respect. I got Sebastian. Well done. He said, can I honestly congratulate on the fabulous season. Especially the playoff game against Wigan, brilliant stuff.
Really poor executed kick, really poor end to a set, and even when they did spend.
That was him being out. That was him being respectful. He said, "Can I be honest? Can I honestly congratulate you on a fabulous season, especially the playoff game against Wigan, brilliant stuff."
Not a million miles away from here in the
See,
rugby league mad
you might support teams that might not get on, but you might have respect in that way, and that's. There'll be some fans who would say nothing, but there's some that will be quite nice. And that's what I like.
They come out the second half. They're not going to play any.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look at the. The only difference is.
On third tackle that went dead. Another poor kick.
Yeah. The only thing I would say is this means that in the South African League there's going to be any new teams in it because 4 of them have went to join the United Rugby Championship.
Go camp down there. Go spend some time there. You know, and put Toulouse.
So if you Boulder and Steel know any news about.
Disappointment of £1 million game defeat, and they got 6
if you know any.
Went down to Toronto.
Yeah, Boulder and Steel, if you know anything about the new league season in South Africa, if there's any, because there's 4 teams have left to join the United Rugby Championship. Is there any 4 teams joining the league because of it? I went and had a chat to my dad about this game. He watched a bit of it and said that they're doing the one thing he annoys when he watches rugby. Do not give away knock-ons so near to a try line, and it winds my dad up. That's the only thing that annoyed him, and he doesn't. And that's just as a rugby fan in general. He hates that because you then put yourself in a dangerous hole. You could avoid that if you don't keep knocking on. You might have avoided being 16-0 down. But if you guys are enjoying it, like, sub, and subscribe if you are new. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. And I've also... But, yeah. What? Oh, I can't spell, man. There we go. See what other people think other than us two. Of what people think of Featherstone Rovers' first half performance. Oh, I think here we go. I'm gonna know something new. I think the Cheetahs and the Elephants should make a bid to take part in the rugby league competition, such as the Super League, as they were treated badly by the South African Rugby Union due to getting kicked out of the pro rather sadly. Wow. That's not... Yeah, so look, and I've heard of the Cheetahs and I've heard of the Elephants. Yeah, I heard of the Cheetahs because of the British Lions have played them before. And I like to try and see what rugby's like in different countries and stuff like that. If they show it on Sky and stuff and get used to different ones. Yeah, and all I'm going to say is wish you best luck with Darryl Powell. So at half time, when the second half kicks off, keep voting on the poll until the second half starts, then I have to end it then. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it will be starting soon, but for me it isn't. So I'm just following what I see. Yeah, but it's just saying, apologise for the ignorance. What's the South African Rugby League competition called? I only know the URC teams and the Currie Cup in Rugby Union, and that's... Yeah, because they might have Rugby League and Rugby Union compared the same as us, so... I've watched the Curry Cup because of I'm a big fan of rugby union, so I've been watching all different leagues. Yep, and here comes Fev coming out. They need to get someone else on, I think.
It's very, very hard to stick to what you had as a game plan.
And that's not going to, by definition, that's
The
not
game
gonna get
plan
easier as
is
time
you
goes
need
on,
to
is it?
go
That
and get the
pressure is
first
gonna-
try
is gonna
of the
increase.
second half.
The one thing,
If you can get the
thing for
first try of the
White
second
House
half,
Featherstone
you
is,
ain't.
I think Toulouse have been inviting them. They've been offering them again and again and again. Right.
No, but what they need to do is if they score the first try, they're back in it.
Because the attack has been too poor. Featherstone fix that up. This could be a really interesting second half.
No matter what happens, we will have a special moment at the end of this game because we will welcome either Toulouse Olympique or Featherstone Rovers into Super
Come on,
League for
Fev.
2022.
And Fev, don't let French get in the league again.
Let's go back to Phil Clark, Barry McDermott, and Stuart
Yeah.
Pike.
Thank you, Brian. 5 years ago, the journey started in earnest for Toulouse Olympique. They're
But
40 minutes away from history and a place in Super League. That's when
Yeah.
Sylvain Houlins was appointed full-time coach.
Yeah. I will do football and rugby, but if rugby clashes with football, then football takes priority. But I'll do it on days where they're not clashing.
To Super League.
Like, this is perfect because it's on an international weekend where there's not a lot of sport on, so it helps.
Catalan and have 2 French sides in Super League in 2022. Featherstone have it all
Come
to
on,
do.
Fev, get us on the way. That's the pole ended.
It's all about their attack. They've got to get something going.
Yeah.
As Mick Garbutt takes the first run of the second half.
I'm surprised you didn't think it's gonna be a good game. I might be thinking of going.
Charge out from Sangare. Let's see if Featherstone
Wow.
can come back in this £1 million game.
I would
They have to transport their minds
Yeah.
back to that great day they had at Wembley when they
I'm
defeated
still surprised that you were one of them that tried to get a ticket for the game just to go to a game.
in that changing room at Wembley, and how good it felt lifting that trophy and celebrating that success. They've got to find it.
Oh, it says here, we have the Rhinos Cup, the Pro Tees Cup, the Western Province Rugby League, which is administered by the South African Rugby League. That's good because this is giving me stuff to check out for later. So that's handy.
Bretherton in there with the tackle.
We've gone. What do you guys think of Featherstone Rovers' first half performance? 33% say could be better, and 66% said shocking.
You know, it's a better ball movement, which I guess is what James Webster intended at the start of the game. They then got
So it could be better. Yeah, because it could be better because it would have been needs sorting out. I think would have got a lot more votes if they didn't give all those penalties away and didn't do a lot of knock-ons.
He's not even on the field. He's a player, a dynamic player. Around that dummy half, they've got big players in the middle.
Yeah.
Toulouse. And he can
So if you
cause
guys
some
want to
problems.
put,
I'm sure it won't be long.
yeah,
before we
if
see
you
him.
guys want to put the thing in the chat, put some stuff down there. Go on, that's a kick and a half. That's a kick and a half. Charge, charge, charge. Hit. The thing is in white. He's not easy to miss.
The record was held by Sebastian Planas.
Just think of these players as a lump of cheese.
Broken today, and I suppose how fitting it would be that this is the day that Mark Carella finally realises his dream to play in Super League with the team.
Yeah, Featherstone Rovers need to score really soon. I do agree with that.
Become his home.
Because if they score it,
Sangare with the run. Policier. Here is Mitch
Because if they-
Garbutt now.
yeah. Or if you get a penalty and just at least get some points to the board, that can boost the confidence up a bit.
Got themselves here now with the pressure on Tony Guijo's kick.
Here is Walker. Prolific at London,
Or
never
what?
quite happened
Yeah.
for him,
Or
did
what
it?
some people would say,
Wakefield.
blood, sweat.
No,
Basically,
not quite.
blood,
I mean,
sweat,
it's
and
very
tears.
talented player, but I think for Featherstone now, the message has got to be foot to the floor here now.
The guy who I
Give
call,
everything they can.
I
As you
just
say,
call
if
him
the
Ginger
Toulouse side score
because
next,
he's more
it looks like no
ginger on
chance
his
of
beard than
winning.
anywhere else.
But with 6 points on the scoreboard, possession back again. We very often see rugby league teams go back to back
Yeah.
with points. And now they're going wide against this left side.
You guys want to put any question in the chat? I'm happy to answer anything. If you want
They've got give it
to
a
ask
real
me
go,
anything,
and it's Wellen.
go on.
Just throw him in there with the tackle.
said, yeah, do not consider taking the kick, just go for the touchline.
From Craig Hall, Wellham again on the last. And it is Brown.
That's a ball. That's a catch. That's a catch. Enough.
Little kick through towards the line and it's pounced on. I think it was by.
But at least the fifth is on the try line and right near to it, so at least it helps Fev out a little slight.
Get some points to get back in this game and have a dream of winning this £1 million match. Great kick to the corner, and then the toe, I think it is from Junior Vivai there.
Yes, you're right.
Right foot hit the line. Hardcastle's thumb was up to his teammates. This is it. This has to be the chance now in this 6 tackles that they're given with this goal line dropout.
Certainly the intensity is there, isn't it? That's a short one. They gambled, didn't they? Oh. And it's a knock-on, is it, by Holton? Well, the gamble paid off for Toulouse.
No, it's kicking off now. It's kicking off.
Celebrating the error there from Frankie Holton. It was the chance, but as soon as the chance had come, it's gone.
What a desperate shame. And
wow, you know.
We talked about how close
is that
they
forward
were,
again?
and they didn't threat when they were in good field position, and you can excuse that with fatigue. They did a lot of defending in the first half. They've recharged those batteries. They start.
There's one word I wanted to say then if it wasn't, but I won't say it because I know I'll get demonetised for that certain word.
The mistake has handed possession over to Toulouse, but when Toulouse have tried to get some momentum,
that's why they win and wait till it's over. And I can say that because it's in my head. Because he's making me want to say it with how he's acting. And the one guy that's annoying me is that guy called Ford. That's stupid. No, because he's a bold something, and you know what will come after that. Because it suits him perfectly. Because it's how he's acting.
Has been outstanding.
They're trying to ruffle some feathers. The Featherstone Rovers now.
He goes. Oh, he goes. Oh, here we go. I have a question, if you don't mind. Which rugby league team do you support, and rugby union? Why not? All right, that's fair. Rugby union. Sale Sharks. Sale Sharks is my team. Oh. Sale Sharks Rugby Union. I follow also in Rugby Union, which is Edinburgh, 'cause that's my dad's team, but I don't support them. I just follow the results.
I thought it was Jack Bussey,
and my
just saw puts a brilliant
team, Sheffield
looking for Jonathan Ford. Well, Featherstone player.
Yeah, and it's championship side Sheffield Eagles.
Jack Bussey to the rescue. Now then, will Featherstone go short with
the
score line?
And that's it.
Toulouse did at the other end of the field just 2 minutes ago. Tony Guijo got the ball back for his side with an error. But no, Craig Hall's hit it as far as he can.
Because I always think you should always support any team that's local or within your area. I always think like to do that. Or where I support most teams where I'm from. That's why I went with Sheffield Eagles. If you guys want to know, because it's the area where I'm from.
I like him. Yep.
You mentioned the first half. If Toulouse do go out, he will be one to watch next year for sure.
But thanks for your question. I absolutely enjoyed that. Letting people know about that. It'd be interesting what people's opinions are on those two.
Gale it is.
Was Gareth Gale.
Basically, when we're talking about Sale Sharks, basically a team full of South Africans, basically.
To gain that momentum, he's a powerful runner at the best of times.
So that's what most of our team is, full of South Africans.
Final against Batley last weekend. Here is Paolo.
I don't even know if my favourite player for them still even plays for them.
Good tackle. Had to be for Bet Ferris. He didn't like that, did he? From Pelissier, he was getting ready. Little kick towards the corner, across it goes.
Quickly check and see if he's still playing.
Piece of skill though there. There's so much deception in the kick as well. It looks as though he's going to kick the ball back to the goalpost off the right outside of his boot.
Oh, the kit news. This season looks better than that. Last season's kit. Yes, he still plays for us. Thank God for that. Favourite player for Sale still plays for them.
7 minutes gone in the second half. Much better from Featherstone.
Yeah, they need to score a try soon, but they are starting to get more and more time in there in Toulouse half.
Davis,
but one thing we can say is, and credit to both,
John
credit to
Davis.
Fev,
Up goes the
they've
kick
actually
towards Corella.
rightly have played a full season, so they more have the rights to
Safe
go
under
up
the
more
high
than
ball,
Toulouse.
isn't
He hasn't had his feathers ruffled, even though there's lots of stuff going on.
Wow, you
particularly
really
between the
dodged the bullet
forwards.
there with Sheffield so
You can
close
see
to the
a real
relegation line,
concerted
but
effort
you've got a good one going
by the
with
big men
Sale,
in the middle
made
for
the playoffs last
Featherstone.
season in the
Get stuck
Premiership.
in.
Yeah, and this
Let's
season
try
we
and
can't buy a
upset
win.
somebody here, put them off the pattern.
Sale, yeah, Sale we basically lost two, we drawed one,
What's the referee saying here?
and
Well,
lost
the
two.
doctor's on the field, so he's been
We
advised. I think
physically haven't
they're
won a
touching
game.
to stop the
Like,
game.
proper right out.
It was Schunkel who
But
was going through.
are there any South African players in the
I think
Super
it's
League,
a Featherstone
betfred?
player.
Ooh, I know. If you wanted to,
It's Dale Ferguson,
Eh,
yeah.
they
He's
said,
telling
are
us
there any
he's
South
okay.
African players in the Super League, Betfred Championship,
Understandably, they'll just give him a
or
moment.
League One? I can say if you were
Maybe bring
doing
him
it
up and
sat
assess him
in
properly.
rugby union, there are so
Dale
many.
Ferguson really
Because
put
literally
himself
Sale's
about,
team is
hasn't
half of South Africa's team. We have so many South Africans, it's unreal.
he? John Davis.
And
Dale
one of my
Ferguson.
favourite players, yeah,
Won't take any chances.
No.
yeah, yeah,
He missed the semi-final last
There's
week.
not a
Dale
lot.
Ferguson.
yeah.
Maybe wanting to make up and justify his selection.
Mainly
justify
English.
the faith that James
Yeah.
Webster's shown in him.
Yeah, so I haven't won a game, but we,
Toulouse still leading by
yeah,
16 points to nil as they were at half time.
yeah, and
Featherstone, you may remember,
if anybody
lost
asks me the
to
question, who is your favourite player? My favourite player for Sale is a South African player, and he is literally one of our best players on the pitch in every game.
In Toronto. The high kick from Gigo, Alex Walker.
And we
Really
do
good
even
save
have an
under
ex NRL player in our team. Oh, I think he's playing in the NRL. In Sale is
He was a bit
Danny Salomola.
uncertain in the first half. High balls, they're
Yeah.
difficult to deal with, but with bodies running at you and feeling the presence of those defenders in front of you,
Yeah,
it's a quality take and gets the set off to a good start for Feb.
they won against Bath in their first game. Not much goal after that. Yeah, that is true. We didn't do well.
Toulouse full time against.
We have got-
who are part
We have got some
And it does make a
good players.
difference.
I don't know.
felt that difference.
I know a couple of players,
Felt
but I'm
that
just getting.
in the first half.
We're gonna wait and see how
They didn't have a lot of
Eagles
possession.
get
When they
next
did get
season, depending on
possession,
the fixtures.
they
Don't
were
run.
tired. They weren't as slick as they could have been.
Yeah, they said they won
Kicking
against
from deep.
because they are shit, Seb.
It was.
How do you think about Chelsea? I even never heard of that guy, sir.
Here is Jai Hitchcock. Too much of
So
the
name's
ball
not
this
familiar
afternoon.
to me, but I wouldn't even know what team he played for if I know, because I know more Rugby Union players more.
It's a good carrot.
You just feel, even though
I didn't even know what team he plays for.
Far back than they started the match, that Toulouse still have.
So I don't want to keep. I don't want to mention any
And
teams
look
in
where it
case
is,
he
they're
doesn't
right
play
at
for
the
them.
back of the play the ball there. When Jonathan Ford is going behind the back of the play the ball, you know it's a soft ruck.
Here's Pelissier. It's like a little
With 6
gesture,
more
isn't it?
tackles. Should have been 6 more tackles. The referee didn't have it.
Corella.
We've got so many South Africans in our team. It's unreal.
Toulouse were asking for 6 more.
Oh yeah, and we also have if anyone in rugby, just rugby fans in general should know one particular rugby union player, because this guy's massive. Manu Tuolangi. If any of you guys are not into that guy,
16-0.
yeah, he plays for Sale.
Toulouse a half hour away.
So we have got
from
some.
Super
We've
League.
got a massive hitter in our team.
Featherstone not
Dennis
prepared
Solomon
at
and
this
Manu
point to
Tuolangi.
give up the goal, start
Two of
it.
our biggest hitters.
Good urgency
He plays
on
for.
that.
Okay, we'll sign him with Toulon. That's the team that always wins. Used to win Super Top 14 every year.
Isn't it? Featherstone
But not
giving
anymore.
everything they can. And Toulouse realising the importance of every tackle they make, you know, takes
Yeah,
them
but
one
it,
step
yeah,
further.
but it actually, but it's
For the
classed as a
long-term goal of
it's classed as Super League because it's called Top 14
into the
Super
Betfred
League. I think
Super
they
League.
call it in France.
It's on a knife edge. And 6 points. You're trying a goal here for the Featherstone side.
Good team is St Helens.
Really would
I can't
change. I
explain
think they
that.
come to
Sports.
life.
His sports set. Oh,
Gotta find the first try. Hardcastle slipped here.
said that won't.
You may have heard
He
it,
won't be
so
like it
it's
next week because he'll just
slipped
say he'll
into
play
the-
next week.
to the
Harlequins.
left there of Jonathan Ford. There's a man of passion.
3 for 3
Ruby Cassidy.
bonus point wins.
You can see
Oh,
as
we're
he takes
buggered
this
then
ball,
because
he
we've only won one game.
and there is some kind of contact.
Just fell into fourth leg, didn't he?
Why did it sound like I'm in
I
I'm
don't even
watching
know
a
whether he
sport in
catches the
Africa
arm
with
or
all the
forearm, but
trumpets and
those are
everything?
those incidents where I think if the attacking player slips and falls and there's incidental contact,
They can't score a try.
Josh Hardcastle, born and bred in Featherstone, played
Come
for
on,
the
Fev.
famous Featherstone Lions. So many go through the system and end up at
Go on, that's the ball.
Road.
Go for it. Go for it.
Too much
You.
depth on that.
Way! Have that.
Well, that is the first error.
he's offside, Jonathan Ford too.
Yep, it was. So is this the moment? Is this the chance? Is this Featherstone getting
Yeah,
back
but you
into
know
the
what's
£1 million
in-
game?
Well, we
Yeah.
thought that on a goal line dropout
The-
about
the-
5 or 6 minutes ago.
Yeah,
This
the
does have
play
to be
the
that
player that
moment
basically
now.
made the error.
Have to seize the day.
Featherstone tried to sign him.
See some points.
Bussy. You have to say he's been superb, hasn't he?
What was the result?
Jack Bussy. Colin
Come on.
Jones getting closer to that
Ball.
try line.
Are we gonna get back? Are they gonna get back in this game?
To go.
Go on.
Craig Kopchak.
Here we go. Ball on the right. They're going for it. It's going for it.
Ferris finds a way through.
There's hope.
And it is the moment.
That's hope. It's
Featherstone are back in the £1 million game. They had to score
Yep.
first in the second half. They had scored.
They have
first.
scored. Hope at last. It's 14 points to 4 with a penalty with a conversion to come. And it is Brett Ferris of ex-Leeds Rhinos. The guy looks like he's been blooded and absolutely been in a fight.
Just distracts all the defenders. And when Brett Ferris is one-on-one against any defender, he backs
And it means
himself.
now you can slightly start believing that it could happen.
Good decision from James Chisholm.
There we go.
Pass from Chisholm. Craig Hall with another goal and a prolific
And if they
season.
could, there we go. It's 16-6. Game on.
And it is game on in the £1 million game.
Well, had it gone to a video referee, I'm not so sure that try would have been awarded. Sylvain Hules may have said that Justin Sangaré is obstructed here. You watch John Davis stands directly in front of him at that point, but it's irrelevant now. There's 6 more points on the scoreboard and they're starting
Yeah.
to smile.
Here we go. Boulder and Steel. Good going Rovers.
On the rare mistake.
Too right.
Mark Corella.
And it's the first mistake he's made on one of the few that Toulouse have made. James Webster.
And if the fans that are there supporting Fev get behind the players, it can give them more of a lift.
That scoreline is uncomfortable. But the last
Because it always does for any team when you're away from home. If the fans get behind you, it brings more belief to the players on the pitch.
Toulouse make a change and they bring the starting front row as Casti.
Now all they need to do now is make a lot of mistakes now, and they can try and capitalise on.
In the last 6 games now for Brett Ferris. None more so important than that one. Here is Jack Bussy. Bit more confidence.
Yeah, they're getting behind him now.
Bit more of a swagger about Featherstone Rovers. Chisholm in
The smoke continued.
Well, now here
Oh,
is
what? He's going for it! Oh, he's running!
Craig Hall.
Oh, that guy!
Stay in play.
He looks like he can play in the Super League with how he plays.
On this occasion, but there's no doubt Toulouse
Yeah.
are rattled.
That's great rugby from both sides, isn't it? Both in attack and defence. Chip and chase.
Oh,
Tony
I'm
Gilles
gonna-
covering tackle takes him over the sideline. We've seen this several times.
I haven't seen it
55
yet.
minutes So far.
Oh God, it's a proper porno tash!
White to his left-hand side. We've had some joy.
Jeez, he's even got a mullet!
Enough points from it yet.
It's brilliant skill, isn't it?
Wow,
from
that's
Craig
good.
Hall?
Rovers just needed some
One of the
confidence.
best
That is
Mavericks
spot
I've
on.
ever seen. Lee
That's-
Breers. That's a Lee Breers kick, chip and chase. If ever I've seen it, but Craig Hall.
What the? What? I'm glad I'm not him, because I would be saying, can I come off now? I need to go to bed, and I've just been absolutely put to sleep.
Do anything for a mention, Lee Breers.
Jeez. You could have seriously injured someone by doing that.
16-6. Thrilling. 15 minutes
Toulouse's
off
defence
in
is
the
very
second
good,
half
but
for this
not
game.
unbreakable.
Paolo. Remy Castille is back on. experience of casting. Jonathan Ford now, quick play the ball. This is how they go.
But the only
Back it
thing,
goes to
but
Ford now.
the only thing,
And
yeah.
Paolo.
But the
And
only thing you would
Caston.
do as a proper fan, you would go and say, why did you not do this in the first half?
Pass out now for Jasone. He's got outside in Shumko. Back inside for Jasone on the last. What a performance! What a play!
What a save by Ginger. Oh, I'm going to save it. Yeah, but it's Ginger Ninja. Hooray! Yeah, I'm just giving players nicknames now because he's the only ginger guy on the team, so he's going to be called Ginger Ninja because he just literally just came out of nowhere and just took him down. He's a ninja.
The most formidable resistance here. They've got 90 meters
To say it,
to go.
wow.
They need some points, but they
Going, this is
cannot
getting
afford to
interesting
concede
now.
again.
I bet if you're Toulouse, I bet you'd be very worried.
On the field, Phil. He will make a difference. Electric from dummy half.
I think it was Rushy that was telling me that this guy's known for his kicking.
I think he has.
Yes, what a kick! Amazing.
Could this potentially be the chance?
Has changed.
Go on.
Instant. Dave Chisholm with a monster kick.
No, but if they've still got a few more phases left, then they might still have a chance.
It's turning into a thriller. Chisholm.
Yeah. Go on.
Oh!
God! You absolute French donkeys!
Wow, what a fantastic
But why couldn't they do this in the first half?
Gigo, who saved the day for Toulouse. Hitchcock involved as well.
That one guy. That number one looks like he could play in the top flight with how he plays.
Clinging onto the ball. Tony Gigo, I think there's a bit of gamesmanship. He's taking the time and giving and gifting his side.
Hey Toulouse, are you going to be the Deontay Wilder of rugby, being disrespectful and shithouses?
It was Davis. Corella comes away with it. Oh, what an opportunity that was for Featherstone Rovers.
Come on, don't let it slip now.
I
was going. Toulouse will go into panic mode if Rovers score again soon. Toulouse are sweating now.
Starting to be shredded.
Well, they haven't looked like scoring Toulouse for a long time here. It's almost as if they're in a situation where they want to defend this 10-point advantage. Jonathan Ford, with his experience, and Mark Corella, I think need to.
There's one player here that I actually do like, that I think if a big team gets him, he'll be a good player, and that's that number one, who I'm liking. Because he's had two chances that he could have scored 2 tries, and he just got out. He got holded up. Well done, go on, run, run. No, you've given it to someone who doesn't have. Looks like he has the pace.
Brilliant by Joe Brereton. He's actually played and filled in the outside back.
Come on, get the ball to number one. I want to see what he can do when he has the ball and actually properly run.
But it was with the tackle on Walker.
I haven't even got to that yet. Oh, here he goes. Guy with the pink boots. Pink boots. He's another. Oh, he's a guy who wants to be better than Phil Jones and show that he can't be a shithouse with pink boots.
Well, the longer the game goes, the more the part-timers look like they're more likely to win.
Yeah. There's an anxiety in Toulouse ranks.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Go on. Just waiting and seeing. He goes, very good game yesterday for England. Well, all right way if you get into rugby. This is the £1 million game. I have. Go on! Oh! Oh! And he looks like he's dazed and confused as well.
The referee Robin Hicks is saying no try. It's down to Chris Kendall to make one of the biggest calls of the year.
Let's just see how the ball comes out. Pressure. It's building on the home side. Corella takes The kick and catch.
So it sounds like
He
the
secured
referee could have
possession.
basically cost him a place in the league again thanks to this.
See, Alex Walker. They're looking whether everybody's on.
Because I'm not doing anything yet on the stream until anything's been changed, until it's official. Yeah, he's catched it.
He's in the vicinity. And
it's actually bounced back. And it's bounced backwards as well.
We're going to have another look.
Yeah, because the only thing that can make the decision be different is if the ball bounced forwards or backwards. It's if the ball has gone forwards or backwards. And it's gone backwards.
The question is Alex Walker
it's gone
in contact with the fullback?
Or did Wellham actually knock on? Was there a double touch there?
I think the question is, does he go forward to Chris
No,
Wellham?
what the commentator is...
And I think on that angle, Chris Wellham...
The commentator is saying that Weller knocked on.
It was the right decision from Robert Hicks. It was the right decision from Chris Campbell. But they're getting closer.
No, but you know what's weird? That you got Hicks, and then on TMO you got Kendall. So you got two referees that don't like Fev. Talking over a Fev try.
How they played the previous games on 13 occasions, out and out attack. I get the feeling they've tried to adjust.
£1 million game. It should be the £1 billion game. Oh wow, it's getting mental over there. Is this a try? No. Because the referees don't like it, and this league is corrupt because they only want Toulouse to go up and no other team. But what? No, but what are the governing body of this league going to do when, if Toulouse do go up, then who are they going to favour next? Then basically the favourites to go up will be Fev, and Fev will be the running away with it. Oh, good football skills. Nice touch to keep under control, lad.
Walker. Crowd of just over 9,000 staff Ernest Ballon. They reckon if they go to Super League, they'll be filling that stadium on several occasions.
Yeah, but how can you fill it up when you've not really got proper seating throughout the entire stadium?
Well, this is a worrying time, for Sylvain Hules. His team will look like they're stuck in reverse when the opposition have possession.
Because when you come to our country, when you come to England, you can't literally have standing in stadiums in our country. So you can't have that because it's regulations and you're right.
Ferguson's back on.
Go on. Oh. They're going for it, Fev.
New Brown.
Chisholm has to go for it, and that was a shit ball. That was crap. Better ways of saying it.
He's an instinctive player, Dane Chisholm, and he can make things happen.
That was shite.
That
was the moment, and I think that might have just done him over.
What he's going to do with the ball. He hadn't made his mind up what he was going to do with that kick until he assessed what was in front of him. End up being a poor kick easily dealt with by Toulouse.
Josh Hardcastle, Dane Chisholm, John Davis, Connor Jones, Jack Fusk, James Lockwood all suffered heartbreaking disappointment playing in the £1 million game in Toronto a couple of years ago. And now I think it's Ferris who's given away the penalty.
It's a huge call on the last tackle. Don Peru on the floor. Referees stop the clock. Every second counts now at this stage in this match.
Yeah. Goes behind the ruck again. Kopchak loses contact. He goes back into contact while the player is on the floor and then gives him an extra push.
There's still time, there's still time.
An awful penalty to give away. An awful time in the game. Don Peru is okay. No doubt he will have been cheering the Saints on in the grand final 24 hours ago.
I still can't believe of his haircut, and he's just got like a very French porno stash.
Well, really well. Ferris falling him down somehow.
Come on.
Again. Here it is. Right on the goal line. Quick play the ball as quick as they could from Pellissier. They've got to keep them out to stay in the game, Featherstone Rovers. 17 minutes to go in the £1 million game. Gigo for Castney. Can Castney complete the fairy tale? Pellissier ducks under one challenge. Pellissier, get the ball!
Game over. Game over.
Could that be it? Magnifique! Olympique! Toulouse!
Yeah, and that's just because he got robbed of one try that was a definite try.
And is it the try that takes Toulouse into the big time, into Super League?
Well, they've just taken a deposit for $500,000 with this try. The whole lot's not gone in. And I think...
Oh, are you not going to take this to TMO like you done with everything for Bev? Cheating gits.
Shown great footwork. And here he's eased the nerves and anxiety of all of the fans that are supporting this Toulouse Olympique team. We've been desperate for years to see their side reach the summit of the Super League.
So if you want them to reach the summit of the Super League, that means next season they'll go and win it then. If they can't do that, then they haven't reached the summit.
How important that try is. 15 minutes to go in the match.
It just settles the nerves, doesn't it? Even though it was scored in Toulouse, it was born out of Catalan Dragons. Remy cast it, hands it on to Eloi Pellissier, who puts Jasson in. He's been very impressive. Balanced player with good pace and evasion.
But it all came from the mistake. The penalty given away by Craig Kopchak. And 3 minutes after they thought that they may have got a try through Brett Ferris to get back into it.
But the other thing is, it's actually a good thing for Fev if Toulouse go up, because it means Fev for them will have a more easier way of getting up next season.
22 points to 6. Disappointment for the hundreds of Featherstone fans who travelled.
They're getting absolutely clean cracking in this game.
And you can feel it, can't you? The atmosphere's just starting to build. They believe that this is a good part of the game. And then 22-6 on the score.
Come on, Fev, just get a try, come on.
He's getting louder. And the crowd, well, are they going to chant and cheer their side home to victory?
If you never know if they can get another try soon, with enough time, you never know what can happen in rugby.
A chief executive said in the week that this has been 20 years in the making.
You should say that to me when I watched the game when they were 31-6 up and then ended up drawing 31-all. Anything's possible. And that still haunts me, and that's weeks ago. And that still haunts me.
6 again for Featherstone Rovers, a good opportunity for them.
Good set restart. Just keep pushing. At least if you show some heart and show some belief, and at least you're giving it your best.
Parata again. New Brown.
Come on. Come on, keep passing it around.
A terrific game. Jack Bussey. Parata.
Go for it, Rado! Go! Oh.
Looks at the offload. Castney and Corella.
Go on!
But here's Davis on the charge.
Get in, man!
It's okay. It is okay.
Hope! Hope! Basically, one of the units of the team has gone and scored.
They won't stop believing. It's 22 points.
Number 15, John Davids. John Davids has scored. Game on. It's Bargy put it. Game on. It's officially game on. I said not long after I tried they need to score very soon, and they did. And they have. Game on. There's even shirts out. They've even got their bodies to show for it.
Speed and simplicity
Clever.
giving them the 6 points they need here. It's giving them some hope. The fans have got excited
Wow.
again.
I love it. One guy just said, I'm going to show my old chest off. That's... I love that mask. It's amazing. There he goes. Took a loop break and Toulouse have a set. He goes here. Here we go. Took a loop break and Toulouse had a second. Scored another one. This could be it for Featherstone. And one for Rovers. Game on, indeed. Wow, that was a very long break for you.
It's a 10-point ball game once more.
Go on, get another try now, and then it'll be very juicy.
Oh.
And they've done it again with a stupid knock-on.
On the pitch, and his teammates gather around him. James Lockwood, who's trying to play that ball quick, trying to do the same.
Yeah, that might be game over.
And you can see the home side in no desperate hurry, but James Lockwood, a determined character, will want to make up.
Only 10 points in it. 10 points in it.
10 minutes or so to go. We'll start Ernest Vallon, Harrison, Hanson, and then Marion. Anthony Marion. Real Toulouse trooper.
It's just fed for you giving away stupid things in stupid areas.
Last ever game. Or he finally hangs up the boots. Is it going to be a triumphant exit? Gigo. Dom Peru. Well,
Peru?
Offside.
Yeah.
I think
Peru, I'll give him a Peru.
Yeah. They were setting up for the drop goal. You could see, I think it was Tony Gigo that was out the back. It's a wide
Offside?
angle for us to try and judge, but they were setting up for the 1 point.
Yeah, as soon as the whistle went for offside,
So now,
Coach McDermott held up his
so
feet.
now a 10-point difference, but there's a penalty to Toulouse.
Do the same thing.
Typical.
Big games, take the two. Just keep nudging
I've said
that
more
scoreboard.
things about knock-ons in this thing than anything else.
Take the energy.
Been knock-on after knock-on after knock-on after knock-on after knock-on.
If nothing else.
You can't fault
By
Featherstone.
Fev.
They've had the most difficult task. They've got jobs, and something James Webster said before the start of the game. I haven't trained the side any different. We haven't done any extra sessions because my players have got jobs. He probably couldn't get hold of them for any more time. But Sylvain Hules, he's had the luxury of spending time with his players, learning lessons.
Yeah,
from
so the
that
difference
part of
between
game.
these two sides is one can actually spend time with the players, but one's actually a part-time club with jobs.
What's significant as well,
So that's the difference between these two teams.
another penalty. That's four penalties that Corella has taken close to the post, given away by Featherstone. That's 8 points.
6 from 7 off the boot.
Come on, another try, come on.
He's had a
Come on,
big
wait,
successful
another.
game, as he does most times when we've watched him here on
Come
Sky
on.
Sports.
If that happens, then I think Fev can do it.
In the Toulouse ranks. Good team performance from them.
Had a couple of errors along the way, hasn't he?
This isn't over. 9 minutes, 12 points.
Yeah, even the commentator said it's not over yet.
If the Rovers can find one try, and back them to find a second.
The beast, the one that was like the biggest unit on the team.
Know all about that scoreline and that Salford Hull Car game. I've seen many expressions in my time,
Come on.
but I've never felt or seen more disappointment than I saw on that day on the face of James Webster.
Come on, Fev.
Ferguson. Parata at dummy half. They go to the right. Cut
Oh,
inside.
he knew he went through there.
No ground
This is it.
Parata again. Chisholm with a little kick forward and well picked up by
Oh, he's running away. Yeah, they're not going to catch.
Still going Corella. He's got support here from Hincock.
Well done.
Get away. Desperate scrambling defence from Featherstone. It was Parata who caught
That guy
up
looks
with
good.
Jai Hincock. They're looking
Number
to
21.
strike now. Brotherton on that left-hand side.
Why not have started him?
It's breathtaking.
Why not do him from the start? Because he can
Corella
cope on
picks
that
up the
side.
ball, finds
He's
his
that
winger,
quick.
And then they try and slow the game down, don't they? They know that they can get in this field position, bank what they've got here at this end of the field, and watch Featherstone toil and tussle the way down to the other end.
Gigo. Harrison Hanson. The experience is all on the field now for Toulouse, isn't it? Hanson and Casti. Here is Ford now.
Hey, and it's no coincidence either. The two bookends have come back on, the 8 and 10, and they've steadied the ship right down, and the dominance that Featherstone were having in the middle has gone.
That's it. That's game. That's done.
Will do it, and it's Harrison Hansen, the veteran who's won grand finals, he's won Challenge Cups, and he might just have won the £1 million game for Toulouse Olympique. It was Ford the architect, and Hansen is the man. And Toulouse now are surely heading for the big time.
You're right, Stuart. You know, the fourth biggest city in France will play host to Super League games next season as Harrison Hansen goes over and confirms with the 28 point to 12 lead here and just several minutes remaining that they will win this £1 million match. Deservedly so. There was a tension during this second half when it did look as though they might be run down, but they've managed to steady the ship and they've done enough. The Featherstone coaching team probably resigned now to the fact that they've given everything they could, but it won't be enough now to win.
Harrison Hansen lost the £1 million game in 2017, playing for Lee against Catalan. He's going to win one today, and there is Sylvain Houlage with a huge sigh of relief from the man who has guided Toulouse from League One to the summit of the championship, to the £1 million game, and on to Super League. Barry will be picking the player of the match. Let him have a think about that in the next minute or two. As Mark Carella adds 2 more points, 30 points to 12. The most important game in the club's history. The destiny of Toulouse Olympique, the day of reckoning, and it's all about the conquer.
What a day it's been for Toulouse Olympique. Featherstone Rovers go short with this kick-off. But
you know now that Featherstone are more likely to go up next season now. Think of it as a bonus.
What it takes to win at that level.
That's what I'm meaning. They're more likely they're going to make it now because there's nowhere in, no other team in that league will stop them. The only team I think could stop them would be something like Bradford Bulls because they're the only big team left in it. And that would be it. But I do hope, now, every time Toulouse plays someone, I hope they get absolutely spanked. Toulouse every game now. And I hope League Final's going to spank them.
If I'm right, I don't think there's a Premier football team
and I bet
in
you will.
Part of France. League and Union strong in there. They've got lots of French players developing.
And they very much have a joint approach.
That'd be good because now you guys will all be having 2 trips to France.
They work in tandem and they view it as just rugby. You can decide which one you want to play, which one suits you best.
And they have a great relationship and they do work together. There's Remy Casting, 30 points for Toulouse, the highest score in a £1 million game. It's going to mean 1 million dreams for the city of Toulouse.
I thought he was going to say 1 million love songs then. I thought he was going to give us a quick rendition. It's a forward pass from Toulouse. Well, Featherstone will have at least another goal with the ball. We saw a lovely shot of their fans. Hundreds of them have travelled over at very short notice. There are hundreds of them watching on a big screen at Post Office Road.
I still think that's funny that the stadium is called Post Office. What a weird name for a ground.
Just not quite been good enough on the day.
Unique.
Barry, your player of the match.
I think
£1 million game.
But also, anybody who supports Fev, don't be disappointed because now you've got a chance, more of a chance that you're going to go straight up next season. So think of it as a bonus.
But the most impressive player
losing to these. Go on! Oh, he dropped it! Oh, he dropped it!
Look at that, look what it means to them. The game is won, but it still means that much. And it was Hitchcock.
How many times do Featherstone need to knock on?
Number 4 in your screen there, Mathieu Gesson, scorer of 2 tries. A really exciting, talented player. Can't wait to see him on the biggest stage, on the Super League stage. And celebrations all round from everybody, young and old.
was a yellow card.
Finally! White's going bye-bye! Way! It doesn't mean anything, but it serves him right. And that's the best moment of the game so far.
A little dampener on things. Featherstone will have a penalty and Lloyd White.
Oh, are you gonna love it when we try to play him so you'll be able to bang him out even more?
There's a bit of winding up going on. I don't want to see any pushing and shoving. I think that might be Lloyd White going to the sin bin because of a culmination.
Ah, that's gonna be good for Fev versus Wakefield next season.
Lockwood.
Because Wakefield are down as well.
And he's knocked it on after 10 years with Featherstone Rovers.
Wakefield versus Fev would be a brilliant derby, but fair play to Toulouse, won it fair and square.
And the celebrations will really start for Toulouse.
But that try that you said it should have been given turned out to be Fev's undone.
The winners are in white, and they can start to prepare for what would it be now? About 4 months' time at the start of Super League in 2022. Now Toronto a couple of years ago, the new entrants were with Toulouse, and just how well will they go?
Yeah.
Well, it has been a
Like I will say.
day in Toulouse. We will have two French sides.
So do you think the league next? Yeah. So you think the league next season is going to be in favour of Wakefield?
Hey, never mind the Toulouse-Catalan derby. What about all the Super League fans going over to Toulouse? It's a beautiful place.
They won't.
Lovely coffee shops and restaurants and lots of culture.
Because you know certain teams will go down and then
No, you're on your own like it.
some of the players might go and say, I want to play in the top league. I won't want to be in the second league
Widens the
to it.
footprint that we've got of this great game of ours.
Spot on. Chigo was with the kick downfield. Featherstone has given it absolutely everything, but 16
But one thing that deserves credit is the support that they got that came all this way and still cheered them on even though they got beat. Because it sounded like they were in good voice even though they're getting absolutely smashed.
The job is almost
And that's all you want for your fan base. Keep getting behind them even though you're absolutely getting beat.
But it won't matter. It won't matter. Sylvain Hules and Toulouse can celebrate the greatest day in their history and another momentous day for French Rugby League. Toulouse are the
French Rugby League. They're not even in the French. They're not in France. They're in France, but they're not in the Rugby League in France. So it's a bit of a joke in the same instance.
from the penalty, but the celebrations well underway. The Stade Ernest Ballon.
Brilliant scenes, aren't they? Celebrations. We saw Romania
Yeah, for a team that basically robbed one team of it by not giving a try that was definitely a try.
A raft of players.
Was that Ferris on casting?
Ah! No!
Recasting will retire a winner, having helped Toulouse into Super League. Like it played out straight into the arms of Jonathan Ford. There might be another one here. Ford kicking his way through.
Yep, game. That's done.
It is the Jonathan Ford. Monsieur Toulouse gets the try to round it all.
Monsieur Toulouse, has he been at Toulouse his whole career or something?
He has been a big part of this success story. And Jonathan Ford.
I don't get what you don't like about him.
Stunning solo try. Let the celebrations begin.
Well, it was the reaction of the Toulouse players against a tired defence. Dean Parata sticks a foot in. It rebounds to Toulouse. And with a dead set killer near that try line in Jonathan Ford, there's only one outcome there with the ball in his hand. It's going to be a try. He's going to lay it on for a teammate, or he's going to score it himself. Big celebrations now.
Jubilant scenes.
Well, I don't know whether Jonathan Ford's been the main architect, but he's certainly been one of the key builders of this team. The team that's taken them, it's taken its time, they've worked very hard over, as you've said now, a 20-year period. Many people behind the scenes, some are still there, some have moved on. But they've built strong foundations and they're hoping they're strong enough now to sustain more than one season in the Super League.
I will be very disappointed if Remy Castille does not step forward to take this kick. Come on, big fella.
And they're going to take the kick.
Yeah, because
Give him his chance.
no, but the only thing is it his last game?
I remember one of the greatest kicks of all time.
Yeah, so out of respect, you should always do that. If it's someone's last game in their career, I always think it's...
Now, I remember taking the kick against
And he missed.
Well, it's a goal, but it's not a conversion. And that is it. There's the man of the match, Matteo Jasson.
Basically, I'm going to call him Mr. Porno Tash.
Super League crowns has now won £1 million game. And it is,
I'm calling him Mr. Porno Tash because his Tash is a porno Tash.
and it is history for Toulouse Olympique. The 24th team in Super League history. They win the £6 million game by 34 points to 12, and the celebrations will
Right,
begin.
I'm going to say this now, and I will say this now.
2 decades ago.
Leeds Rhinos,
And is it a game changer?
St. Helens,
Super League.
you are two of the two top teams in that league. Go and show Toulouse that they are a bunch of absolute gits and deny them that league.
But in the end, it's Toulouse Olympique.
Those are my two teams that I think will deny that they'll push for the league, and I think you two are the two teams that can deny them. You.
Well, there is
I'll say Warrington out of respect. Got any Warrington? Warrington on this? I'll say Warrington. You could slightly push it. But I believe that I think Leeds Rhinos will get all the way and will deny these all the thing. Full time. Toulouse Olympique 34, Featherstone Rovers 12. I never thought I'd be saying that. Bunch of French kits. I'm looking forward to next season. Toulouse will have the pressure to avoid relegation and challenge Catalan Dragons at times. That is true. But I'll talk to you guys later. Like, subscribe to the bell, and forget to it. I'll see you guys on Tuesday for England versus Hungary in World Cup qualifying. Like,